Today on the channel, turtle anxiety crushed again, or should I say frog anxiety. Rasputin, Genghis, the frogs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NECA unboxing. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another unboxing video. And today we're talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from NECA, the Target exclusive cartoon line. And we've got the frogs today, the first of two frog 2-packs, Genghis and Rasputin. Deeper cuts are coming in the cartoon Turtles line, and I for one love it. I know some people are kind of jumping off saying, I don't want all these deep characters. I'm not even the biggest Turtle fan. I remember the frogs, obviously, but some of these characters we're coming out with, I don't even remember. And it's been a long time. I do have the DVD set of the new Turtles DVD box set of all the classic cartoons. I am going to watch all those all over again because I want to be familiar with some of these deep cuts. But I like the Turtle line. I know a lot of people hate it, how hard the figures are. But for somebody like me that loves hunting in the store, that really is a store rat, and I've been that way my whole life, I enjoy the thrill of the hunt. It gets stressful, especially with turtle anxiety, especially turtle anxiety of 2020. 2021 hasn't been so bad, honestly. We've talked about it a few times on the channel, and I'm going to stick with those comments. I had the frog anxiety for a couple of days, but then, bam, there was 3 of them on the shelf. Picked up one for me, one for Waylon, one for somebody else. And then, I found them again later in the week at a different store. So these weren't as hard as anticipated, and that's kind of been the case with a lot of turtles down the line. And guess what, guys? We've seen it. It's been proven true a million times. If you can't find the initial shipment at your Target, that sucks. I totally understand it. But don't go to the scalpers. Pick it up down the line. What happens is Target Online will have some stock. Targets will fill back up 1, possibly 2 more times. And guess what? NECA Online will also be selling these. And then if you're in any Facebook group that collects toys out there, usually there's friends out there that would help you out. Or find an old buddy like that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. Have him out on the hunt for you. You guys tag team it. Help each other out. Scratch each other's backs. That's the best advice I can give you out there for finding the Ninja Turtles. And I haven't had one set elude me yet, or Waylon. It's just the way it is. You just got to be on the hunt. You got to be persistent. And I hear people a lot of times, well, I check my Target once a week. Unfortunately, in this day and age, just going once a week isn't going to work. You got to have stores, and you got to know their patterns. I've got probably 20 stores in my general area, and for the most part, I usually know their patterns in the back of my head because I've went there consistently over the years, and I've known, hey, this Walmart is always good to go on Mondays and Fridays. This Target, always good to go on Tuesdays and stuff. It's part of the fun, part of the hunt for me. I know some people hate it, and if you take that big step back, none of us should have to do any of that. But, partially, like I said, it is fun going to the stores and the thrill of the hunt, not knowing what you're going to see. If you could buy everything you wanted online, I just don't know if it would be as fun. But I totally get frustrations from collectors from the Turtle line, G.I. Joe line. I get it, because I'm just like you guys. People think all the time I get stuff sent to me free. I don't get anything sent to me free. I'm out there hunting just like you guys, and I'm sure we all work a lot of hours. I work 70 hours a week in my day job. I still find time to hunt. It's all, how bad do you want it? It's like anything else in life. How bad do you want it? It's just my best advice. So I got on a little rant there. I apologize. But let's get to it. We're going to talk about this pack. We're going to look at the packaging first, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, see where it goes from there. But there it is. We know this turtle packaging. We know it very well at this point. I love it. It's funny. We've had so many heavy figures lately. This one is very light compared to some of the other ones out there. But you got Rasputin and Genghis. I couldn't tell them apart. If you take them out of the package, I'd say, oh, I forgot which one's which. I can't even remember off the top of my head right now the other 2 frogs' names. But I always thought the frogs were kind of cool. They're the punk rock frogs, and you think you got your 4 turtles, you got your 4 frogs. Very cool. You can have them kind of face off. You can have them team up. I remember Leatherhead hunting these frogs. I remember that big story arc, or whatever you want to call it, back in the day. But very cool. I like these frogs. And the other 2 are going to be just reuse of the molds. They're getting the most out of their molds with NECA. Very, like most toy companies do. But there it is. Big window box. We know the green and yellow packaging. Tons of accessories in here like we're used to. Very top, you got Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles. Bottom, you got some credits. You got the UPC, that kind of fun stuff. And you got, what is that, Genghis? And I'm guessing this is Rasputin. I think that's right. And then you got the back. I don't believe there's a blurb for these guys, is there? No, there is not. It's just the generic thing we've read a million times. It does show on the back of the package. You can see Splinter and Baxter, which is probably the easiest set of all time to get for the Ninja Turtles, which is a little surprising. 2 key players you need in your collection, but you can find those at many Targets in my area currently still. Rat King and Vernon, I hear restocks of those are coming to Targets very soon in the next week or two, so be on the lookout if you're looking for Rat King and Vernon. Android Krang was another one that was fairly easy to get compared to some of the other ones. That's another must-have. But it also shows back here the Ultimate Foot Soldier. So the Ultimate Foot Soldier, we know that is coming out. I Army built my Foot Soldiers way back in the day with the original 2-packs. Target had a very rare sale where it was buy one NECA pack, get the other one half off, and I Army built a bunch of Foot Soldiers. So I won't need to buy this Ultimate Foot Soldier. I'm going to buy one to put the big head on it for, I forget the character's name, but the kind of the leader Foot Soldier. I'll buy it for that, but luckily I won't have to buy a bunch of those Foot Soldiers, but I know a lot of people will be Army building that one, which I think will make that one a little more challenging to get because you're going to have collectors out there buying 2 or 3 for themselves. Of course, you'll have scalpers out there as usual, so that might be a little harder. That could be a sleeper hard one, is my thoughts there. Looking at the packaging, I don't see any paint application issues with these turtles. Frogs. The turtle packs, though, I've rarely seen paint issues with any of the sets I've opened. Now, quality issues is a whole different thing. You hear horror stories of people breaking the arms off and stuff like that. They say you're always supposed to heat up the joints and stuff. I like to just go in, I unbox it, and we check it out, and I run the risk of breaking it. And, you know, Waylon Jennings hasn't picked his set up, so I guess if I break it, I say, sorry, Waylon, I got that other set, that's for me, you're going to find your own. No, I would never do that to that old outlaw. But, yeah, we'll see what goes on, but I'm going to unbox this off camera. We usually do that with the NECAs, as I don't want this video to go an extra 10 minutes as I try to cut every single twist tie out of this. So, let me unbox this bad boy. Actually, I spoke too fast. We gotta do the plastic prison before I break these out, don't we? Everybody loves the plastic prison. Drink it in, fellas and gals and girls and everybody else out there. Drink it in. There's the old frogs in the plastic prison. There it is. And then I really like this. The background here is a swamp. Very fitting for the frogs instead of the sewers for the turtles. So I think that's the first time we've seen that background. So I like that a whole lot as well. So now, we're truly gonna unbox this. So see you later, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're unboxed. We got everything out of the package. I have not touched anything. I just popped them out in order, so we're going to see them for the first time together. That's how I like to do my review. I know other reviewers out there like to have time with it, play with it. I want first impressions. That's what I like about mine. I want to be excited. I want that to come through, or disappointed, whatever it is, with what I'm unboxing. Where others, you know, maybe they go through and play with it and live with it for a while and figure out all the things. Not me. I like to just go in right off the bat, see what we got. That's what we're going to do today. So let's start. We'll start over here, and I think I already might have messed their names up. Which one's Rasputin and which one's Genghis? I can't remember. Where's that box? I think this is Genghis. We're going to call this Genghis. I could be wrong. We're going to say this is Genghis. And the old purple polka dot, like a young Dusty Rhodes old Genghis here. Articulation-wise, it's cool to get new figures. Like, we've gotten a lot of new body molds, a ton of them actually in this line. But this is truly feels different and looks different being a frog compared to the turtles we're used to and other characters we're used to. Can I bend the arms? Oh man, that's not bending. One of these days I'm going to break one of these on camera and you guys are all going to get a good laugh and I'm going to drop to my feet and cry. At least the legs move very easily. Those do. Arms, not so much. It needs to be heated or put it in some hot water for just a little bit. Soften it up, get some movement of it, because you could break these. I do feel like if I push this, I know the limits. I feel like this would break if I was a little more aggressive with it. I won't do that here on the channel. All right, we got a little ab crunch moving there. I didn't notice that either. Very cool, though. I like the looks of the frogs. Like I said, no paint application issues on this one either, so I like that a whole lot as well. Kind of got the puzzled look on his face, kind of like, well, where am I? What am I doing here? That's kind of what he has going on right there. Very cool. Now, what do we get for extras? Now, we get an extra head. I mean, it's not that big of a difference of a head. I would have liked to see some mouth maybe opened on this one a little bit. Just kind of more of a smile and more of a shock here. It's like, you know, like he saw Leatherhead coming through the swamp and he said, oh boy, where this one's like, hey, I see some flies flying by I'm going to eat. I guess that's what that would be around. Look at this. We got a little disguise. There it is. Old 80s and 90s disguises were amazing. You could just put a top hat, glasses, and nose and a beard on somebody. Nobody would know who you were. I used to joke about that all the time, and I was not even really joking. I was serious. I figured I could get into Rumble in the Bronx. I was not old enough to go to a rated R movie. I wanted to see what this Jackie Chan guy was all about. Really wanted to go see that movie. And I thought maybe my buddy and I could sneak in if I got on his shoulders with a big trench coat. Like, it worked in Scooby-Doo, why wouldn't it work for us? I truly thought, hey, we ought to give that a try. We never did, though. Look at that, it just fits right on the top. That's kind of cool. Not cool enough for me to say I need to get 2 sets of these so I can display it this way. But just a cool, neat feature, a callback to the cartoon back in the day. So a nice attention to detail. We get that in abundance with these NECA sets. They take really the deep cut stuff, the deep cut accessories, and they give us everything we truly want in a Turtles line. So very much appreciated from the NECA team there. Looks like we also got a frog. This would be the mini version of him before he hit the mutation, I guess we'd call it, and he grew bigger, obviously. So we get his version of being a frog in the swamp. Extra hands. We get 2 fisted hands, 2 pointing hands, because you know frogs are always pointing. They're always pointing at people, those frogs. And then you got a turtle communicator, so they could touch base with their old buddies, the turtles. So there it is. I'm definitely going to be switching the hands out on this one. We'll see it all in the glamour shots. I'll get this thing warmed up, and we'll have some nice pictures to go along with this review here. We'll have that in there. I don't know, so I like this. Obviously, Genghis Frog is going to be very similar, but I'm not exactly sure what weapons go with which, so we'll just talk about these. First comes with 3 arrows, plus a bomber arrow, so there's 4 arrows total. You can put them in the, what is this called, a quiver, I believe? Is that what it's called, a quiver? You can put those all inside there, of course, like so. They just fit right in, very, very much like that. And then I like the axe. The axe is very cool. I can't remember who holds the axe. I guess I'll have to figure that one out as well. But this axe is awesome. Very cool. Love the attention to detail. Even like the dents on the axe are in there. It really shows the character of the axe. They could have just painted this thing silver and called it good, but they give a nice brown handle, nice point at the top. Very cool. Very Ram Man-esque, but way better than Ram Man's. But that's what it reminds me of. Whenever I see a big battle axe like that, I think of Ram Man. So cool weapon accessories there. And then it looks like, what is this? I was going to say I thought this was like a net. Like a net to capture this frog. Maybe that's it, or is it a headpiece? Maybe it goes over his head? I'm not even sure what this is. Somebody can tell me in the comments. It almost looks like it's mechanical. I'm sure it's from an episode of the cartoon. They wouldn't just throw anything in there that didn't need to be there. I almost feel like it goes on his head, but I have no idea. I'll have to look that up later as well, but I'm sure somebody will know and address it in the comments. It's usually the way it goes. All right, so then we're going to look at the other one here. Same body, same mold, same everything. Just colors differently. So he's got the extra heads, so they've got the same heads, all that stuff. It's a lot of reuse here. It's basically twins, and when we do get the other 2 frogs, they're going to be the exact same as these as well. You can mix and match the heads, the exact same heads on both of them. They just have them displayed on them differently in the package, so they do look different, but you can swap the heads. Obviously, this one's a little darker green. This is a little more fluorescent, yellowish green, I would call it. But everything else is the same, everything. Articulation, though, I can bend the elbows on this guy. Got that one. At least he's got that going for him. Ooh, got the other one, too. It scared me for a second, but yeah. This one I don't have to heat the joints up on, but this one I don't feel comfy doing it. What am I doing? I'm tempted fate. Just go with your gut, go with your first instinct. Don't push it, and that's what I'm gonna do right there. Let's see. I got a Ringside Collectibles stand here. I say it all the time. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. RingsideCollectibles.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Get yourself a stand or 2. Ooh, doesn't look like these frogs are gonna fit in the stand. Usually NECA figures fit very well on this, but the frogs will not. So no dice on the ringside stands for the frogs, in case you were wondering out there. Polka dots here. Punk rock frogs. Very cool. Yeah, it's just truly a repaint. 100% repaint, but it makes you feel different. They look different, just with the different colors and stuff. Beautiful. Beautiful job there. He comes with the old bow and arrow. Goes along with everything else. All right, like so. Does that fit? Nope. Never mind. Bow and arrow, brown bow and arrow. Nice paint details, got the black lines on it and stuff. Very cool. Nice attention to detail. Even the string here, which, be careful, that string could easily break, I'm sure. There's the extra head. Looks identical to the one that's on the other frog here. So yeah, you get that extra head there. Of course, the turtle communicator. And the exact same hands once again, except different hands, actually. I'm going to take that back. Totally different hands. So we like that. These are the traditional green for this one that match here, but he's got the peace sign going. He's got 2 peace sign hands and 2 gripping hands. So we like that a lot. So that makes me believe... Yeah, maybe not. Never mind. I was going to say, maybe this means he is supposed to have this. I don't know. I got to figure out which one. It's going to bother me if I don't get it in the right one's hands. Find out which one has it. And then we got the frog. Same as the other frog. If I can... Oh, there it is. Identical. Frogs are identical, just different colors once again. So it's basically the same figure twice with a couple extra accessories, a couple of different hands. That's it. But you know what? It works, and that's the beauty of NECA, getting the most out of their molds. The other frogs will probably be the exact same thing. So very cheap to produce. Bravo, I guess, for NECA, getting our money, not having to put as much money into it as maybe some of the other characters out there, like the android Krang, for example. So there you have it. The punk rock frogs are in the house. I love me some punk rock. I'm more, heavy metal guy. New wave, British heavy metal, thrash metal. But I love me some punk rock too. So I'm cool with these frogs. I like the yin and yang of a turtles team, a frog team. You got Leatherhead kind of in the middle. Just flushing out the characters. I'm trying to figure out my turtle displays for 2022. I'm thinking about moving everything from my Detolfs I have them in now, looking at using those Detolfs back for wrestling and keeping Detolfs for only WWE Elites, and then using the Billy bookcases and hitting up my buddy, that backdrop guy, working on some maybe 7 shelves of artwork around for the turtles. I think that is going to be my plan, but stay tuned for that. There's much more to come, but I got to figure out what 7 shelves would represent. You got to have a street scene, you got to have the Terradrone, you got to have maybe a swamp, you got to have a sewer, you got a turtle's lair. There's a lot of ways it can go, but you got to not lock it in too much. You need some that are can be used for a lot of different things. Because I don't know when this turtle line is going to end. It sounds like they got plans for the rest of the year and deep into next year as well. There's rumors we're going to get a sewer play set, maybe the turtle van. So a lot of turtle stuff to come. Hopefully the anxiety isn't as bad as it used to be. Somebody in the comments can tell me, do you feel your anxiety for turtles is as bad as it was a year ago? Think how bad it was a year ago. Are you still feeling that same anxiety? I can't imagine you are. From what I see, at least in my travels and what I see in my stores, it seems like there's a lot more product out there. And then when you talk about Target Online, NECA Online, Facebook groups, stuff like that, it feels like there's enough help out there that maybe you can't get them right away, but you'll get them eventually if you truly do really want them for retail, or at least retail plus shipping cost. But let me know your thoughts on them. Let me know your thoughts on the frogs. Were you all in on the frogs? I remember the frogs, but I'm by no means a frog expert, I'll tell you that much. As you guys have seen here, I've already got them confused which is which, so I'm going to have to go back and put that to memory after the video. But you tell me your thoughts on them. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, we're unboxing every single NECA movie figure, every NECA cartoon figure from the turtle lines, and then we're unboxing a whole lot more from that. We're talking wrestling, we're talking Marvel Legends, we're talking Star Wars, everything under the sun being unboxed on the channel and discussed. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the old notification bell, tell a friend, give it an old retweet, do something out there. Let's grow this machine and keep it going into the future. So there you have it for the NECA frogs. I'm NECA Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.